a real-life story with a hilarious twist. The exploding whale incident. The exploding whale incident. In 1970, the small coastal town of Florence, Oregon, faced a very unusual problem. A dead whale had washed up on the shore. The whale was a massive 8-ton sperm whale, and it quickly began to rot in the sun, producing an unbearable stench that spread across the town. The local authorities were puzzled about how to dispose of this enormous decomposing whale. Burying it would be too difficult due to its size, and leaving it to rot wasn't an option, as the smell was already a serious issue. Burning it wasn't practical either. Finally, in a stroke of what they thought was genius, they decided to blow it up with dynamite. The plan was to use explosives to blast the whale into smaller pieces, which they assumed would scatter into the ocean and be eaten by seagulls and other scavengers. George Thornton, the engineer in charge, assured the public that this would work. On the day of the explosion, a large crowd gathered to witness the spectacle. About half a ton of dynamite was placed under the whale, and everyone was moved back to a safe distance. The explosion was set off, and for a moment it seemed like the plan worked. A huge plume of smoke and whale bits filled the sky. Then chaos ensued. Instead of the pieces scattering far into the ocean, giant chunks of whale blubber rained down on the crowd and the surrounding area. People ran screaming as massive, stinking pieces of whale fell from the sky. Cars were damaged, including one that was completely crushed by a giant slab of blubber. To make matters worse, much of the whale remained on the beach, still intact. The seagulls, which were supposed to feast on the whale remains, were too scared to come near the explosion site. The town was left with a mess even bigger than before, and the remaining whale parts had to be removed manually in the end. The event was covered by local news and quickly became a viral story, long before the internet existed. This incident is still remembered today as one of the most bizarre and comedic failures of local government planning. The exploding whale has since become a legendary tale of how to handle a problem. This real-life event is one of the funniest moments in problem-solving gone wrong and shows that sometimes nature has its own way of showing humans who's boss.